All right, so now that we have the sketch finished, let's go ahead and extrude this. Hit extrude, and this is the area that we want to extrude. Okay, and so notice, let's spin this around. Right now, you can see that it's extruding. Uh, get this to cooperate. All right, you see that it's extruding away. It's extruding off of the part, right? And we don't want it. We want it to go on the part because remember what we're producing here. We're producing this piece, this section here. So the easy way to fix that is right now this is going in direction 1. We want it to go in the opposite direction, which would be direction 2. So now it's going onto the part. And let's see, we want to go ahead and extrude this to 18 millimeters. Okay, so just like that. All right. And another detail that we want to add, let's spin this around, get this around closer to the I tell you what, we're going to have to change. I'm looking at my view cube here. Looks like we're going to have to change the orientation. Let me spin it around here, and we'll call this the front. I'm noticing now I have to change this. We'll call this the front. Reset current view. And sometimes this does happen, you know, as you're drawing, you change this a little bit. So let's see where my top is at. All right, perfect. Here's my top. Here's my front, and this should be my right side. Great. All right. So now what we want to do is let's go ahead and spin this around to the front and tilt it at an angle a little bit. See this section here? See how sharp this this particular corner is right here? Let's take a look at what we're drawing. Notice here it has sort of this kind of rounded out, this rounded out part right there. All right, that feature, that is a fillet feature. Okay, that's this feature. That's a modify feature here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that feature now. So do fillet, and then let's see. Whenever you're using a fillet, what you're doing is cutting into the part, and you're cutting into it. You know, you can see this edge here, or you you're either cutting into it or you're rounding off an edge, and you have to tell it how much, what is the diameter, or the radius of the roundness that you want. And so in this case, we want, and we can select that here, or we can select that here. It doesn't matter. So what we want is an 8 millimeter radius, and all you do is select the edge that you want to fillet. And so here is the edge that we want to select right here. And then check OK. And so now you can see that this has been rounded out just like we have in our part right here. Okay. All right, and then one more feature that we have. We'll go ahead and add this hole here before we move on to draw the other half. Let's spin this around to the right side. Select hole feature, and go to concentric. And the plane that we want is, we want to select this plane here. And the concentric reference, the circle edge that we want, that's this edge right here. Boom. So it puts the circle like right in the middle, and we want this to be a diameter of 11. And make sure that the termination goes through all, and then click OK. So there we go. All right. And before we move on, let's go ahead and change our home setting here. All right. Get it to the front. We'll change our home view. Angle your part just like this. Go up, set current view as home, set fit to view, and There we go.